Here are 5 NHS Band 5 Staff Nurse interview questions and answers written by our expert interviewers from mockquestions.com. Question number 1. Tell me a little about yourself. The interviewer would like to get to know more about you on a personal level. Give an overview of how you got into nursing, your education and experience, your current role, and what brings you to the interview with the NHS. I started my career in healthcare as a nursing assistant and worked with elderly patients. I found that I was very passionate about taking care of others and decided to pursue my nursing degree. Earlier this year, I graduated with honors from X University, and this would be my first professional position. On a more personal note, I love being outdoors, hiking, kayaking, or taking my dogs to the dog park in town. Question number 2. How would your clinical peers or leaders describe you? This question provides the interviewer with insight into your self-awareness and allows you to speak about what you feel your greatest strengths are. Think about feedback that you've gotten from your nursing instructor, your nursing peers, or other clinical team members. I think my instructor and peers would say that I'm focused on patient safety and reducing or eliminating nursing errors. They would tell you that I take every precaution when I work the nursing floor, ensuring I double-check names and medications, document carefully, and review documents, orders, and charts for accuracy. I'm always looking for discrepancies or areas where an error could be made. If I don't know the answer to something or I question something, I never guess or assume, but rather research it carefully to be sure I understand. So I'm not misguiding someone or giving inaccurate information that could harm them. Question number 3. At NHS, we are committed to working together for patients, and it's part of our core value system. As a nurse, how will you promote a culture of teamwork and collaboration? The NHS leadership team promotes collaboration and teamwork as part of its core values, so be prepared to answer a few interview questions related to their core values. During clinicals, I promoted a sense of teamwork by being willing to help others, whether it was helping them lift or ambulate a patient or helping them understand a process when documenting a patient's status. It's important for those you work with to know that you can be trusted and relied upon if they need help. Communication is another way I will promote collaboration. Sharing patient updates, messages from physicians or other clinicians, family requests is essential when working with a multidisciplinary team to promote the best patient care and outcomes. Question number 4. How would you respond if you were asked to perform a task at the NHS that you were not trained to do? This question is less about your actual skill set and more about your attitude and approach when faced with a situation like this. In your answer, demonstrate a positive attitude and willingness to learn. Your ability to self-help, acknowledge, and speak up when you need help or are uncertain about something, and your ability to problem solve or seek guidance from another team member. As a new grad, I realize I may encounter a situation where I'm asked to perform a task I don't know how to do or don't feel confident enough to do. I would first be honest that I don't have the experience or training to complete the task, but I would be willing to learn. I would ask if there was a colleague or supervisor to assist me. If it were an admin task, I would see if I could self-help and research how to do this online through an article or video. I would never attempt something I didn't feel comfortable with my abilities to do so, especially if it could endanger a patient. Question number 5. Nurses are more likely to experience burnout than other professions. How do you maintain a work-life balance to combat this? Healthcare workers, and nurses in particular, are prone to burnout due to the natural stressors of the job. Many organizations like the NHS are now being proactive in preventing this among their teams, as turnover is a major issue in the nursing field. I prioritize my health and wellness by exercising regularly and making sure I attend my own preventative appointments. I also set boundaries for when I'm on my work phone or checking emails after hours. That way I can give my family the time they deserve. Lastly, I try to take my designated lunch break every day to ensure I'm not skipping meals and to give myself a mental health break. Preparing for your Band 5 staff nurse job interview will take more practice than these 5 interview questions. Head over to mockquestions.com and get 25 more questions and answers for your interview.